You guys, I figured out the secret to meeting dudes. Go to a nice bar and just sit at the bar alone. If you look good, I promise you will get approached. I never realized how many men go to the bar alone until I went to the bar alone. There's a lot of dudes just sitting there. And yeah, obviously some of them are weird, but some of them are not weird. I was at a really nice bar waiting for my friends to get there, and I ended up being there alone for like 2 hours, don't ask. I get approached by one guy immediately. He buys me a drink. He leaves. I wasn't really interested anyway. Immediately, another guy comes and sits in his spot and buys me a drink. And that guy was cool. It was more like friend vibes, but like the odds are in your favor if you do this. Obviously, be careful and use your judgment, but that works.
A few moments later.
2025 dating is definitely going to be worse than 2024. I went out by myself Saturday evening, and I'm leaned up against the pillar in the lounge that I was at. I was in the mood to hear some live music and decided to go by myself. Yeah, because I don't get asked out. Maybe they've seen my TikToks. I don't know. Anyways, this gentleman, him and I keep eyeing each other, wasn't bad looking. So he comes over finally, and he said, "How are you?" I said, "Hey, I'm great. How are you?" He said, "Fine." He's like, "Are you here alone?" And I said, "Yes." He said, "You're very beautiful, by the way." And I said, "Well, thank you. I'm flattered." And then he goes, "Can I have your number?"
Ma'am, you're not fooling anyone. You're single, desperate, and was happy as a child on Christmas when you saw a man you find attractive approaching you. I mean, you can act like it wasn't a big deal for TikTok if it makes you sleep better at night. Instead of acting pleasant and showing interest, you chose to act aloof and not reciprocate any questions. Many modern women have adapted these habits and can't understand why they have trouble meeting men in public.
Now, I gave him my number, and let me tell you why. First of all, I've heard stories of when women reject men and how some of them don't take it too well, but nonetheless, I don't know. But I don't want to be rude. What I wanted to say was, heck no, I'm not giving you my number. But then I would have came across as, oh, so you're bougie, you're one of those, you think you're too good, blah, 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 blah. So I was like, okay, here's my number.
So obviously we can call cap on that. She's gonna use one of her platinum victim cards to say that she was so scared of this perfect gentleman and how he would react to her saying no. This is such a punk move in my personal opinion. But remember, she's telling this story to a female audience of bitter sisters. Big back Taylor Swift booty women that haven't been approached since Pluto was a planet.
So he calls it, of course, on the spot. And I feel it ringing in my purse, but I did not take my phone out of my purse to show him, oh, look, here, I got your number. Because I wanted to see what he was going to do. I was like, I feel you ringing. You got the right number. He's like, okay, pleasure meeting you. And then he walks off. So I didn't see him for a while. So then I ended up walking around to the other side. And then I see him out there with a whole group at a table smoking hookah. And me and him just look at each other, and he smiles, and I'm thinking, are you serious? First of all, you saw me there standing, because there wasn't any sitting room, in my heels, by myself. Didn't even offer conversation, for one. Really didn't even offer a drink for two. Not that I needed it. Don't get your feelings all in a rut right here now. But nothing.
See, you hear that? Now, why would you want to hang out with a guy at his table if you didn't even want to give him your Boost mobile phone number? Secondly, why would this guy want to bring you to his table when you probably had that same resting bitch face on when he was talking to you and was giving him all of these short answers? Two things to ponder. If you had a playful, fun vibe, I bet you he would have invited you to his table. Because any true clubhead knows rule number one is to protect the vibe. Can't have no sister buzzkill sucking up all the hookah smoke. That's blasphemy. And secondly, I honestly think that this man thought he would have a better chance of breaking the ice with you over the phone. Listen, most men are not master conversationalists like Russell Brand, for example. But this is why you get no Don Julio shots for your dry, thirsty esophagus. It's also why you'll continue to catch the audible, aka quarterback sneak play, from any man that approaches you. These aloof women don't understand that all we are asking ourselves is, can our ankles fit behind our head? All we see is another canvas for betation without representation from a sorry, bizarro Kim Kardashian. But she will never realize or admit that she is the problem. And this is why she will continue to be a
failure.
So I knew immediately I'm going to block this man. So as I leave, of course I get home, he texts, "Did you make it home okay?" I responded to that mess. So actually I didn't even know he texted because I fell asleep when I got home, but he texted, "Did you make it home? Hey, are you good?" Of course I didn't see him, didn't answer him. So the next day, "Good morning." I didn't answer it. "Sir, did you really think?" I think men really do this stuff because they get away with it, and some women go for it, I guess. Yeah, no. I am one that you definitely have to come correct. Definitely have to come correct. I'm done. I'm done taking just settling or the bare minimum. Sorry. I can't do it. But these days, I don't even get asked on a date, and I really feel, and I get it. Things are expensive. I get invited over to their house for the first time, for first meeting. Yeah, I'm not going to your house. I don't know you. Anyway, 2025 is definitely going to be another roller coaster. If I even get asked out.
Desperate women do desperate things.
Yeah, all this extra talk is to save face. No different from the guy who runs up on a woman for her number, and when he gets rejected, he says, "You fat anyway." Just another coping mechanism. Many of these women are scared of rejection. That's why they must reject you before you reject them. It's clear that this woman is butthurt, like she had a long night with Lexington Steel. But once again, I think I've said too much.
But wait a minute. You didn't smash the bell and press the like button. Blasphemy. And although you will never be worthy of a monarch such as myself, the Lord Destro would suggest that you poor fools at least give oligarchy a try. So be Lord Destro has spoken.